Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Dennis. I decided to do a brief video to help those teachers who have been going to the labs and practicing with their students the PARCC assessments. And I want to commend all those who are doing that. I think it's an important thing to get our students acclimated to the test. But I know also you've been having problems via Java because you're going to the internet and trying to access those tests. So I'm going to show you a better way to have students practice the test without even using the internet and the Java altogether. Just learned this yesterday, so that's why I'm just sending it in our training. So all of the labs that you're using, which is G120, A324, and A308 are the labs, and all of those labs has the TestNav application. That's the TestNav application which we will be using for the actual PARCC assessment. Okay, so we will not be using the internet. Once again, we will not be using the internet. We're not going to go to PGCPS and click on Student Portal. None of that at all. We're going to use the actual application, and that bypasses all of the Java issues. But you also can do that via the PARCC. So have students go to these labs, have them click on that TestNav icon that I am clicking on right now. It's blue and it's white. It says TestNav on it. Have you click on it, and when you do that, this should pop up. This meaning TestNav application, if I can get it to work for me today. Okay, so let's see how slow our computer is going to be today. Seems to be very slow, and it should be working, and we're waiting for it to work. There you go. Sorry about that. Don't know what's going on. All right, so you click on the icon, and boom, here is the platform. Now, the two ways of doing this. I'm speaking to those who are practicing with the PARCC, but here's a side note. If there are teachers, you biology teachers, you government teachers, if you want students to practice the HSA, you can do that as well using this TestNav icon, okay? So you click on the icon. So for you HSA teachers, for you teachers who want to practice the HSA, at the bottom here, you do not need a username, you do not need a password, but at the bottom you notice where it says practice test, okay? If you click on that practice test, all right, it'll pop up HSA or science or MSA, and that's anyone. If anyone who's doing this, what's going to happen normally first? It's going to say the HSA and it's going to say the MSA. You just click on which test, and then have your students go through the process, and the test pops up, and they begin practicing the test. Okay, so that's for the HSA. For those teachers who want to practice the PARCC, so what I want you to do if you go to this and you see the HSA or the MSA, I want you to go up to the bottom here, the top right-hand corner where you see not signed in. You click on a drop-down menu right there, and it says choose a different customer. I want you to click on that for me. Okay. And what it's going to do is going to take you to all of the states, where people would log in as, okay? But also you notice at the bottom here, all the way at the bottom, so they have the ACT, the AIMS, all these different tests, college boards. But here also says practice training, PARCC training. Click on the PARCC training icon. Okay, it will take you right back to this platform. And now I want you to click on where it says practice test. Okay, and voila. Here are located the TestNav tutorial in case you need to learn TestNav, but also by grade, here practice tests of the PARCC. Let's go to 10th grade. 10th grade, I have the option of here the language arts practice test, and here's also the mathematics. All right, so let's do language arts. You click on language arts, obviously the computer-based test. You also have the option of text-to-speech, American Sign Language, and closed caption, which is none of these are important. The text-to-speech may be important for those students with accommodations who have text-to-speech, and there really aren't many, but it's available. So anyway, click on part 1. Okay, you enter your name, guess, doesn't really matter. You sign in, click on TestNav, and this looks familiar for those students where it says session 1. At this point, they will put in their seal codes, but here again, there's no more need for seal codes anymore. for students, and for practice and for the actual test, and I'll talk about that in the training. You click on Start Session, and boom, voila, the test begins, and the students can go through and take these actual practice tests as if they're taking the PARCC. Okay, so I do hope that helps you in your quest to help students practice the test. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to give me a call. All right, thank you very, very, very much. All right, see you later.